do the Southern Maryland Children Resource Center. My name is Jeff Crenshaw, and my team was John Papadakis and Sixto Sayers, and we had the Oddball project this weekend. I think we had a SharePoint site. Oddball, and not just because it was SharePoint, but because of the people that were working on it, maybe. So the Child Resource Center wanted a way to track the people that it interacts with, the people that call for information, its clients, the kids they serve, and that kind of thing. They already had a stand-up of Windows SharePoint services, so we were just going to come in and add the ability to input some information and update information. So we created a new site template for them. I'm showing this locally because it's an internal site. Created a new site template for them and some InfoPath forms. So the first thing they can do is they can come in when they get a phone call. They can track a few items they wanted to track. The county it comes from, if there's an associated case head existing in the database, if a person is calling who they've already contacted with, and then generally the request of service, and then there's space available for comments. So I can just say, save that, and it's there. That's the example I just created. Now, that was no InfoPath. That was just a simple SharePoint list. Where InfoPath came in is when they start dealing with clients and the children. So what we have here is just a document library, a forms library that's grouped by county. So they can see, when we put a count on the field, so they can see how many people from each county they're dealing with, which was important to them to be able to report and see who they're dealing with. So when we do it, when we need a new contact, we then bring up an InfoPath form. And it's a little cut off because of the screen resolution. So it brings up this InfoPath form. Those of you that don't know, if you have Microsoft Office SharePoint Server, it includes a forms service. And so when you open a form out of a SharePoint site, it can just open it in the browser. Windows SharePoint Services doesn't have that option, so you have to have InfoPath on the computer that's opening the form. That wasn't a problem, they have it. So you can then input the information. We have just a required field of a case head. And then nothing else is required. And if you scroll down, so they can collect some basic demographic information about the client, the case head, who they are talking to in this situation. Again, the county it comes from, the type of setting, whether it's a child care or a center or a family, and then some different information on that setting or that person. person, and then some information about the family. Is the family both parents, foster parents, father, mother, information about each of those, and then they can submit that, and once that has been submitted, they can then go in and add records for the child. And that opens up a new SharePoint or InfoPath form that they can then fill out. And we have a couple of required fields. We require at least the first name, which actually in some cases may just be a number for confidentiality reasons, and then an associated case head for that. And then we can submit, and that's done. And then we bring up a new blank form if they want to add another child. If not, you can go back to the SharePoint site and see the client that we just added. I didn't have a county, so it's grouped under a blank county, and there it is. We also created for them some different views into this. One of the requests was to be able to report on the clients they're dealing with. With this not being a full-blown Microsoft Office SharePoint server with a backend, a SQL server backend, we were kind of limited in the reporting. So what we did is we created some different views for them for these lists. So they can go in and see all 2010, show by year, by month, different things like that. So for the month of March 2010, we serviced 4 people, and there's their information. SharePoint makes this very easy to do if you know what you're doing. It took us until about 10 o'clock last night to figure out how to do it, but then it took about 2 hours to actually do it. Talk about content management systems. SharePoint is a really good content management system if you know how to use it. And it's really easy for users. But in terms of developing for it, it's kind of backwards from the way you would think. You think you go in and create a form library in columns and then create a form to populate them. No, you create a form library, then you create a form that then pushes the content type to the SharePoint library. So it's a little bit different in that regard, but I think they're pleased with it, and I hope it will work like they want it to work.